quite slow today.
That's okay. But tell me, are you not scared of heights?
No, I like living in trees. It's my house up there in the trees.
You're very brave. I would rather just stay in my little hole. Because then, if something comes, like an eagle,
Oh,
I can
no,
quickly
not
just...
an eagle.
And then I'm
no
gone.
eagles. I can't see an eagle.
Yes.
So you hide in your house?
Yes, it's my house, and I like it.
I heard that Alison has a story today for the boys and girls about a house.
Wait.
Another house.
I know a story too. I won't tell it, but have you heard about the 3 piglets?
The 3 piggies?
Yes.
No.
And it's the third one.
The third one
Was a clever one.
Was the first one stupid and the second one not so stupid and the third one clever?
I won't say that, but the third one was really clever because he used bricks.
Bricks?
Very strong bricks to build his house. I've got a strong house too.
I have a high house.
Yes.
A high house.
So are you clever too?
My mum says I am.
Well, I'm also clever.
I'm glad.
And I'm sure all the boys and girls here are clever too.
I'm sure they are. And that is why clever boys and clever girls listen to Auntie Alison's story. Oh, and there's a craft and a little song. I'm going now. I want to go up to my tree house quickly.
And I'll go down. See you later. Bye.
Hello, welcome boys and girls. It's lovely to see you this week. It's been another week of lovely weather and I hope you've been enjoying sunny walks or going out on your bikes and lots of beautiful things to see, all the lovely flowers, plants and birds. It's been a lovely week. I believe you like stories. I know Leslie told you a lovely story last week about Noah and the animals going into the ark. I'm going to tell you another story today. Jesus used to love telling stories to people, lots of simple stories, which were called parables. These stories had a meaning behind them. The story I'm going to tell you today is called The Wise Man, a clever man, and The Foolish Man, a silly man. Jesus was teaching out in the desert, a hot, sandy place. He told this story because people could look around at the land and wonder, is this a good place to build a home? It's so easy to quickly build a house on sand. You don't need to dig too deeply. So where is a good place to build it? Will it be strong? So Jesus told us this story. There were once 2 men and each of them needed to build a new house. The first man was wise and he chose to build his house on a rocky hill. The ground was hard, but he kept on digging deep, deep down and made a strong base for his house. The second man was foolish. He chose to build his house on sandy soil. It was very easy to dig and his base wasn't very deep, and in a few short weeks his house was finished. But a huge rainstorm broke out one night, windy and cold. It blew over the houses. After much rain, a flood swept through the valley, and the man's house that was built on the sand was knocked down and swept away. But the wise man who had built on the rocky hill, what do you think? Yes, his house was safe. No matter how much it rained or how fierce the flood, his house remained solid. Jesus was asking people, do you build your lives on rock or on sand? Jesus said, whoever listens to my stories and my words and obeys them is like the wise man who built his house on the rock, and that house could never be knocked down and never moved. There's a great song that some of the grown-ups have known since they were little, like you. It's got actions to go with the words that tell the story. So I hope after this that you will join in and sing it with us and do the actions. We would love to see photos of you doing the actions and singing along, or we'd love to see pictures that you've drawn perhaps of the house built on a rock. Please send them to Leslie. We look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye.
The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. And the house on the rock stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. And the rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. And the house on the rock fell flat. So build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ. Build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ. Build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ. And the blessings will come down. Blessings come down as your prayers go up. Blessings come down as your prayers go up. Blessings come down as your prayers go up. So build your life on the Lord.
Hello and welcome to Scott's Craft Corner. Today we'll be making a picture to show the story of the wise man that built his house upon the rock and the foolish man that built his house upon the sand. What you will need for this is rain, a bucket, a piece of paper, two different types of pens, one washable and one permanent. The next step is to draw your two houses, one out of the washable and one out of the permanent pens. Then you're going to need to find a bath, a sink outside, or bucket, or a box to put it in. I'm going to choose the box so you can see. I'm going to put it in and then I'm going to make it rain over it. As you can see, the wise man's house stood there, and the foolish man's house started to crumble away. See you next week, guys.
And the rain came down and the flood rose up. And the rain came down and the flood rose up. And the rain came down and the flood.
Hello.
Hello, Mickey.
Yes. Did you have fun?
A lot of fun. I like the story.
Oh, me too. And what did you like best?
I like doing the crafty thingies. I want to see all the boys and girls crafts. I think they're going to send us some pictures of their houses and their crafts.
Are you going to put it on the internet?
On the what?
Internet.
I'll ask my mum to put it on the internet. Okay.
Yes, and I learned a lesson.
What did you learn?
You have to build your house on the rock.
On the rock. Yes. What rock?
Jesus.
Jesus is your rock?
Yes, he's my rock. Is he your rock too?
I'll think about it. I think so, but I'll think about it. I'll see you next week. I'm going to do my crafts now.
Okay.
Bye, boys. Bye. And the lights go down and the flowers rise up.